Spirit Talk Live with Scott Allan is for entertainment purposes only.
My dear friend, a wonderfully, wonderfully gifted medium. I've seen him in action. It would blow your minds wide open. He's just incredible.
Patrick from London, you are on the air. Welcome to the show.
I mean, this reading has meant more to me than anything. And I'm so grateful.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to Spirit Talk Live. My name is Scott Allan, and I am so happy to be with you on this Wednesday evening. Welcome to everybody here in the United States and across the pond in jolly old England and the UK. To all of you listening over on Pulse Talk Radio, welcome. We are so glad you're here with us tonight. We're going to have a fun little show tonight. We have a guest from the Cleveland, Ohio area here in the United States, medium Irene Achelois, and I probably butchered it again, but I hope not, because it doesn't sound at all like it's spelled. Let me tell you, but I'm doing my best. Irene is here with us. We're gonna have a fun show tonight. We're gonna do a few little readings. We're gonna pull some cards. We're gonna talk mediumship and all kinds of spirit type stuff, events that are coming up, and she and I are going to be together in Haunted Hillview Manor in Newcastle, Pennsylvania, coming up on June 1st. We're going to be doing some readings there. I'm going to be doing a gallery. So if you're in the Pennsylvania area, I welcome you and invite you to come on out and join us. We'd love to see you there. You can meet myself and Irene and all the other mediums and vendors that are going to be there for the psychic fair at Haunted Hillview Manor. So welcome. Welcome. Okay, I got to check the chat here. I just realized people are chatting in. Patty Lombardo, nice to see you. Stacy, my friend, so good to see you. I am so glad you're here. Lynn Ann, whom we all love, happy hump day. Nice to see you, Lynn Ann, as well. Welcome to the show, everybody. So, as is the custom on this show, I usually do some kind of It's like a reading, but it's not really a reading. It's called Notes Through the Veil, and it's something that I came up with as I was sitting here meditating one day before the show. I started getting some images and some messages that I thought belonged to someone, but I didn't know who they belonged to. And so I read them right at the very beginning of the show. It's called Notes Through the Veil. I'll share that with you. And if it resonates for anyone in the group that's listening now, that's wonderful. I hope it does. If not, it could resonate with someone who's going to listen later on, or on Spotify, or any of these places that that take podcasts, because we're everywhere. Once we go off the air tonight, it'll be everywhere else. And for those of you in the UK, it could resonate for someone there as well. Let us know in the chat. Please say hello and let us know. So I'm going to do this first before we bring Irene out, because I always like to do this at the very beginning of the show. So let's see here. So this is our note for the week. And it feels like it's a letter of support from Mom. And you'll see, as I read this, I was getting the feeling that Mom was a big, big part of this person's life and the decisions that they made. And I think this person is feeling a little lost since their mom passed, and she's coming through to let them know that she's okay and she's still with them. So I'm going to read this for you. It's time to stop sticking your head in the sand and face reality. I'm here to help you, as was then, as is now. Don't let grief be a barrier to your happiness moving forward. I am every bit a mother as I was when I was with you physically. Take my guitar and pluck the strings. Hear the music as I would create it, and know that I am there. I will use you like my instrument to pick you up and play you, sharing my thoughts, memories, ideas, and feelings with you. They're not in your head. It really is me. It is Mom. We both thought I had more time, but worry not, I am still here. And love your little boy and hug him from me. Know that Grandma loves him. And wear my ring near your heart, where I will always be. You know, I think sometimes too, as a medium, it can be really difficult sometimes to know that what you're getting is coming from spirit and not from yourself. You have to know who you are so you know who you are not. And when we get these messages and we get these thoughts and we get these feelings, it's easy to brush them off and say, no, that's not it. That's not it. That's not real. That's not real. And our loved ones are really with us, and they do talk to us. They do give us signs, thoughts, memories. And I love the part about the guitar. She obviously played a guitar, so I'm hoping this will resonate with someone here. But she absolutely used that so that you could recognize her and know that she will pick you up and hold you up just in the way she held her guitar. And she'll just use every little piece of your memories and your thoughts and your emotions to come through and give you the message that she is very much still here and very much in love with you and your little boy as well. So take that. I hope that means something to you. I hope that you'll be able to take that with you. And if not today, tomorrow, next week, but to whoever this belongs to, I hope that you will find some comfort and some healing. And so thank you. We've got some people in the chat here I need to say hello to. Let's see. Paula, nice to see you, Paula. Thank you for checking in. Beth Lynn, thank you for being here. And Patty, thank you so much. So beautiful. Thank you so much. Enfield Demon House, my friends in Connecticut. Jay and Elka, thank you for being here from the 1771 Enfield House, which I have had the pleasure of visiting and investigating. If you're ever in Connecticut and have a chance to investigate there, give them a shot. They're great people. Matthew Ryan Kondracki, host and producer of Dark Echoes Paranormal on Amazon Prime and Paraflix. And I'm so glad to see you here, my friend. We will be filming with you soon somewhere in New York. And we never know where. None of it's scripted, but we'll be filming the season finale in just a couple of weeks. Make sure you check it out. If you haven't looked at Dark Echoes Paranormal on Amazon Prime and Paraflix, please do. I think you'll love it. Paula, thank you for joining us. Hello. And my dear friend Pat, whom I've known for years and years, thank you. So good to see you again. Shirley, we got a group in here tonight. Shirley, nice to see you. Thank you for being here. And Sharon, nice to see you as well, my friend. It's been forever. So thank you all for joining us. I'm so glad you're here in the chat. Don't forget, we have the line at the bottom. We're going to be opening up the lines in a little bit, but it's 775-264-SPIRIT or 775-264-7747. And if you want to call in, chat, say hello, say hi to Irene, we'd love to chat with you. And of course, you already know how to use the chat. So without further ado, I need to bring my guest out because I really want to chat with her, and I think you're going to love her. Irene, my friend, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. How bad did I butcher your name? I really tried, and I wrote it. Was it all right? Oh, my gosh.
It was perfect.
I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Allan is my middle name, not my last name, because nobody can pronounce mine either. So I got smart and I just gave up. That's it. So everybody can say Allan. They will sometimes put an E instead of an A, but you know, what the heck? I can live with that. So welcome. So you're from the Cleveland area in Ohio, which is great. How long have you been doing the mediumship? Professionally, I should
Well,
say.
yeah, my entire life I've been doing it, but I finally put myself out there probably uh about 4 years, 5 years ago now. So it's been a wonderful experience. It's kind of like finally accepting who I am
Yeah,
and letting myself just, move forward and try to do the best I can at bringing some joy and healing to the world.
I love that. Don't you think too? It's you have to kind of come out of the spiritual closet, so to speak. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Because people think you're crazy. And look, and for someone who's actually been through this like you can think you're crazy yourself. You know,
oh
you
yeah,
start wondering all these things. Well, why do I have this? I blocked it off for years, Irene, and then finally it got to a point where I just couldn't do it anymore. It was so intense that I had to figure it out. And even when people told me, I didn't like, that can't be it. That can't be it. I saw the movie Ghost. That's not how it's supposed to look. It doesn't
right,
work that
exactly.
way, right?
Or the
So
sixth sense, the
the
sixth
Sixth
sense.
Sense, yeah, it doesn't work like that either. Hey, look who's here. Adam Bagan. Adam, I hope you're doing all right, my friend. Saw the pictures of you the other day. We're thinking of you and praying for you. So thanks for chiming in and saying hello. Private Eye Paranormal. Who's Private Eye Paranormal? Oh,
Oh yeah,
yay, Irene, Ginny.
that's who we investigate with. Oh, hey, Jenny.
Oh, yeah. Forsaken Souls, Paranormal. Oh, yeah. He's just here. He is. He's blowing up my screen here.
Yes,
There he is.
good old
That's
Adam.
excellent. Good old Adam. Good old Adam. So when you were a little girl, how did this
You
work
too.
for you? Were you seeing spirits at home as a little child, or what happened?
The earliest memory that I have is actually, so I couldn't have been more than, maybe a year and a half. I was in a crib, and I was holding onto the side and I'm standing and I saw a male come into the room. It like 80s style clothing,
Hmm.
and he had a wound and to his head. So he was, from what I gather now, being older and looking back, likely a motorcycle accident or car accident. But that is the first memory that I have of actually seeing spirit. But I would hear things audibly every so often, humming or little sounds here or there that I can remember from back then. So yeah, as early as that little.
Has it changed for you how you get your messages?
Oh yeah. Especially coming out of the spiritual closets.
Yeah.
Definitely it's changed a lot. So it used to be just that, that cognizance,
Hmm.
the knowing to ask the right questions and the, knowing to
Yeah.
do something right before someone gives you a call, all of those things, and knowing to call friends and, different things like that. But when I finally started to just, embrace and learn and, try to like grow my skills and tune in more to my skills, it became more of the clairvoyance. When I embraced it more, I started to see more again, like when I did when I was younger. And
Yeah.
so that definitely developed. The cognizance, of course, still there. And, the audience and sentience is there. I feel a lot when I try to determine, passing and experiences and sometimes things that are going on within the person sitting with me. But one big thing that kind of came recently was the automatic writing came in the last couple years, a lot more than before. So it's become a staple of when I sit down. I draw,
Yeah.
write, and then I give that paper to the person when they walk away, so they have that with them
Do you do
as a
spirit
part of
art?
the
When you say you
message.
draw it, is it like spirit art where you draw the shape or the
It's
image?
it's more like scribble, but this is kind of just the start of
Okay,
something
yeah.
coming through. Either spirit focuses me, and then images will come through. Sometimes I'll draw a car in the
Mhm.
image, and I have no idea how that car ended up in that image when I'm just scribbling back and forth and side to side. It's amazing.
You know, I always say, unless your mother looked like a stick figure, you probably won't recognize her when I finish drawing
Right, it's
her.
the same
It
here.
doesn't work that way. But, I don't know if I would call it automatic writing because I don't know what it feels like for you when you automatic write. But I do keep a notepad with me and a piece of paper. I mean, and a pen, and I'll sit there and I'll write. And as I'm going along in the reading, I'll look back and say, well, this just happened yesterday. Oh my God, Bobby. Who's Bobby? I wrote the name Bobby. Oh, that's his name, Bobby. Okay, great. I don't remember writing it.
That's it.
But I do consciously write what I'm thinking, as it's coming to me, because I forget so quickly. So I
Yeah.
think it's not just automatic writing. There's other stuff mixed in.
Yeah.
Is that what it's like for you? Or is it all just a blur? You come back and say, oh, did I write something? There's a whole paragraph there.
It's 50-50. So it's drawing and like something I'll write out. And other times I get something through and I just write it because I can't share it yet until I've written it and I know what I'm supposed to share. And then sometimes I'll just take notes for people because like you, I won't remember until I write it down and make sure that it's there.
Yeah. It's like the notes through the veil that I do at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
It's almost like I'm getting a reading for someone, but there's nobody sitting in front of me. And so I just started it, and I hope there are people out here that resonate with this. Clearly it's coming from somewhere. You know what I mean? Clearly it's coming from somewhere, and I think it's supposed to mean something to someone. So, and every week they're a little bit different. Sometimes I get names, sometimes, different things. So
it was beautiful.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you. So you're going to be in Lilydale. What are you doing in Lilydale? Is it just a trip up? You're not reading there. You're just visiting, right?
I'm going with actually two different organizations. One is called Illuminate. It's local here to the Cleveland area. Patty Lombardo runs it, and the Light Emporium. They're both heading up this summer. So we go as a group of mediums and we read with them on the bus and we'll deliver messages from spirit. And sometimes when we're there, we'll sit with them. Tim Brainerd is, a staple at Lilydale. So he'll also be on those bus rides with us as well. He's an excellent resource and a very talented medium that I admire very much. And he will, he and several other mediums go. We read on the buses and, do some readings there at Lilydale, not like official readings. We sit with people and visit with them.
I just want to say, Nancy says, oh my God, I'm dying to go to Lilydale. Well, guess what, Nancy? If you do die to go to Lilydale, we can go there and talk to you. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. I know Nancy. She does my sense of humor. It's a little wonky, but yeah, it's really, I've never been. And it's one of those places I really do need to go. I really need to
you should go. You should come with us in June or July. Come with us.
You're all mediums, right? Or do you accept a large? I'm more of a large than a medium. I don't know if I can hitch a ride.
We go with a group of people. Like people will go up, and we, as a group of mediums, sit with those people. So you're welcome to join. I'm sure either of them would welcome you.
When are you going? When is the trip?
June. One is July 13th, and one is in June. I cannot think of June. I think it's maybe the 22nd. Check my Facebook page.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look. I know the 21st. I have an event here that I'm doing. And then the July 13th, 14th, and 15th, I am booked out with events the whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But I do want to go. And one of these days, I've got to get. What's that?
That's the world of the medium, right?
It's the world. And it seems like I'm getting booked up. There's a couple of, one's a private event, one's a fundraiser, and one's, I don't know, something else. It's actually two of them are fundraisers, to believe it or not. I love doing that stuff. But yeah, it's filling up. As a matter of fact, I was thinking I need to take a vacation.
Patty just said your bus ticket is free with her if you're willing to go.
Oh boy, what'd she say? My bus ticket is free with me. Awesome, Patty. Let me know next time you go. I'll have to know ahead of time. I'm gonna follow you, Patty. Just let me know what your are you with a group, or are you with like a metaphysical store or something? What is the
Patty is actually almost it's kind of like, it's not really a metaphysical store. She teaches Reiki, she holds yoga. It's like a healing center. So you can go there for readings. You can go there for Reiki, yoga, massage. I think there's sound healing and other things as well. So it's a great place.
That's excellent. Excellent. And I want to let people know we're going to open up the lines here. If you want to call, if you just want to say hello, please do. You don't need to have a reading. You can just come on and chat with us. She says she's been doing events for 13 years. Building for 3. What's that mean? Building for 3? Building for 3. What's that mean?
She's been doing mediumship events and
building for 3
all over the area, and she's had a building for 3 years.
She's got a building for 3 years. Gotcha. That's fantastic.
It's called Illuminate if anybody's interested, especially in the local area.
Yeah, Illuminate is awesome, Paula says. I'm going to have to check that out. What is this?
I can't wait to see you at
Space.
Hillview too. That'll be fun when
I
you
know.
come
I've
out.
never been. I have never, ever been. Oh, yeah. Dark Echoes is helping to raise funds to keep the historic Clifton Theater in business. That's true. We're going to be there too. I know you're going to be there in what, July something or other, right?
August 3rd. I
August 3rd. Okay.
With with Lursa.
Yeah.
And at the Clifton Theater. Yes.
Yeah,
So
we're there on the
fun.
29th. We're there on the 29th. So that's excellent. Yeah, we're so happy to be going out there and helping them. It'd be a shame if that building closed. I'm hoping that we can help.
I've never
people
had
together,
the experience, so I
You've
can't
never
wait to
been.
go. No, I've never been.
I have, but I can't tell you about it because
No.
it's put on the show, and we gotta get it out on the show first. So it was the first episode I was on with Dark Echoes, and we were there in Pennsylvania. That's all I can tell you.
Okay.
Everything that you got to watch the show, but it was pretty great though. We had a pretty good experience. Someone's on the line here. We are going to say hello to. Now I know this is just voice to text doing terrible things. It says this is Deja. I don't know who Deja is, but we're going to see. If her last name is View, we'll see. I'm going to see.
I feel like we've spoken with her before.
But yeah, I get that same feeling. It's odd, right? I'm. All right, here we go. See, this is going to be silly talk all day. Here we go. Hello and welcome to Spirit Talk Live.
Hello, it's not Deja. It's Stacia.
Oh, it's so funny because it says, hello, this is Deja calling from Cleveland. And your last name is in view.
Nobody ever gets my name right. Not even talk to text.
Not even talk to text. Thanks for joining us. And you're going to be also at Hillview Manor with us.
Absolutely. This is my second year there, and I have many events planned.
That's great.
Hi, Irene.
Hello.
We are going to, I'm filming the finale. And before that, we're going to Madison Seminary. And you're running a little contest, right? We're going to, so it's the 3 mediums from Dark Echoes, me, 3 of the 4 mediums, I should say, not all of the mediums, is me, you, and Greg Nicholas are all going to be at Madison Seminary on May, is it the 20th?
Yeah,
I think it's the 20th.
We're going to pull the name on the 18th. If you go to Facebook and like and share, Adam is very excited about it. We're going to pick one person to have a private investigation with us. We will have somebody there filming it, and I think this is an amazing opportunity for whoever wins this spot.
How can they win it?
Well, they go to Facebook, and a lot of us have it shared. It's on my Facebook page. It's on Greg's. I think it's on yours. I tagged you. It's also on Dark Echoes fan page. Paraflix has it. So all you got to do is like and share it. And on the 18th, we're going to pull the winner.
Sounds good. Sounds great, Stacia. Thank you for joining us today and coming on and saying hello. And I will talk to you soon, and I'll see you. We'll certainly see you in Madison anyway. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for coming on the show. Anybody else want to give us a call? Feel free to chime in the chat here, and we'll talk. We can also do the 1 card pull. You have cards, don't you? You have your.
I did. I
cards
grabbed them.
do you have?
It's called Saints and Mystics.
Is it Oracle or it's Oracle,
Oracle.
right? Yeah, that's what these are. These are the shamanic medicine cards, and I love them.
Ooh,
I do. I really do. I'm just starting to get to know them. I don't use cards a lot, to be honest with you.
I used to use them a lot. The automatic writing has taken over more so than anything, but I still keep them with me. You know what I think it is too? Sometimes it just sort of backs up what you're getting. Have you ever read for someone and then you say, let me do a little pull for you, and you pull it out and it's like, oh my God, bingo. You know? Yes. Especially
it just makes sense.
You just telling them, sometimes they don't want to believe you. They want to see something concrete in front of them, or when you tell them, and then that validation comes right behind it with something just the same.
I love that.
It's beautiful. Or if you have multiple decks being the scientist, right? If I have a deck that validates another deck that validates another deck, I'm all for it.
Absolutely. Nancy, you want a card pull. I'm going to let Irene do that for you because I know you. So I'm going to put Nancy up on the screen here, and we'll see what Irene comes up for.
Hi, Nancy. So, did you want me to show them the cards?
You can do whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
however you do it.
Two come up right away, which are really interesting. Two very, very poignant things in your life, which are, one, having abilities. So for me, I get the feeling that you do have these are same types of abilities as us, a strong intuition, but you're developing it a lot right now. Especially seeing this card, it's almost like you decided one day, okay, that's it. I'm doing this. This is who I am. I'm going to make it happen. And you finally embraced yourself. And it was fairly recently. I'm hearing maybe within the last year or so, you've really buckled down and just started to believe in yourself and your connection with spirit. Does that resonate with you? I really hope that resonates.
It resonates with me for her. And I know it resonates with her. And I'm going to say something, Nancy. I'm going to say this because I keep telling her to have faith and to believe and to not be afraid of it. I think since she's known me, it's kind of strange because I knew her sister before I knew her, but her sister didn't know this part of me. This was like blocked away, tucked away years ago.
Oh, okay.
And then she said to her sister, "Hey, there's a medium coming up. He's doing a show at the Holiday Inn." And she's like, "Wait a minute, I know him. What's that all about?" But I don't really talk to her sister that much. I talk to Nancy more than I talk to her sister because she lives down the street. Nancy has abilities, but she's a little afraid of it. And I keep telling her, please trust, and believe. There's nothing to be afraid of. And she's saying here, just to give you a little yes, a year. Yeah, about a year. And that feels about right to me too. I think it's always been there.
Yeah, definitely.
So I would say, Nancy, that she's right on. What do you think? I think
especially the clairaudience, she's had that a little bit, and the cognizance for sure for her entire life.
Yeah, I believe that. I get that feeling from her as well. Hi, Irene.
So
I'd like a card.
I actually know Shirley, so maybe you pull a card for Shirley, and I'll pull one along with you.
All right, how's that sound? Let's see what I can come up with here. Shirley, you jest.
He likes me more than my sister.
What?
She wrote he likes me more than sister.
She's not wrong. I think she likes me more than her sister too, to be telling you. Yeah, she's a piece of work. Do you know who John Holland is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially the mediumship practice deck for sure.
So
that's John Holland, right? Yeah, that's John Holland.
Yeah. So Nancy, is godmother to her sister's son, and John Holland is godfather.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So she's known him for a while.
And still refused to accept the ability. Nancy.
I know she's talked to him about it, but it's like, let's see. This one always gets me. I'm going to show you the card in a second, and I'm going to tell you what this is. I'm still learning this deck. Right. This is the card. It's the insect card. It's the insect card. And that's really about, you're protected, you're safe, but don't let your worries turn into negative affirmations because words have power, words have strength. Be positive in what you do. Don't let the negative enter your brain and take over, because there are good things coming for you. There are good things coming from you, but you have to use you manifest them and use the words properly, and just acknowledge your strengths so that you can call upon them. when you need them. So it sounds like there's some stuff going on with you too. You just have to have a little more confidence and be careful how you use your words. What did you come up with, Irene?
That sounds wonderful. And to support you, difficult experiences, some betrayals have made her a little bit more nervous and skeptic of others. And
is that like the New York City firefighters oracle deck? What is that? Like, what am I seeing there?
So when I bought this deck, I thought to myself, oh no, I bought a telenovela deck. Like all these people are like they're supposed to be saints and mystics in history and scientists, but they're like these beautiful people, beautiful images of people. But it has actually turned out to be the best deck and the most liked that I have used. And I've had more people ask me what deck this is so they could buy it themselves than any other deck I've ever used.
Oh, that's great. Thanks, Shirley. That's wonderful. I didn't want to say it.
Also, though, she's a student of the universe. She's learning about herself.
And there you go. And that's it, right? Yeah. Nancy just said John is her sister's brother-in-law, which I knew, but I didn't want to say it. John's brother was married to her sister.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nancy,
so it's a small world.
It was inevitable for her to embrace.
It's inevitable. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So Lynn says let me just pull this up here. My dad is in the hospital and I have to leave, but just want to say I'm so happy for you both and your work in this field. You're both amazing. Lynn, prayers to you and your dad, and we love you and we wish you and your family all the very best. Really, truly. I just love Lynn. She's such a wonderful person.
Me too.
Yeah, wonderful she really are. Yeah, and Nancy says blessings for your dad as well. That's what I love about this group. We really do have such a nice group of people. They're affirming. It's just a nice group. Just a nice group. So anybody else wants a card pull or a reading, feel free. The lines are open. 775-264-SPIRIT or 775-264-7747. Some nights we have the calls just kind of rolling in. Tonight it's going to be all in the chat. And you just never know what you're going to get. I'd love to know if anybody is here listening to us from the UK. They may be listening to us on the radio and not on the Facebook chat or the YouTube chat, because they get us through Pulse Talk. So we may not be connecting them to them in that way. But anybody here from the UK, I would love to hear from you and would love to chat. I could hang up and call, she says. Well, you could. Let's see. I don't know. But I love this, and I love being able to. This is what I love about the live show. You know, they wanted us to record it, and I said, "How do I record a show like this where we're doing this kind of stuff?" You know what I mean? You need to be able to talk to people, and I love the engagement. So Paula says, "You can pull a card for me." Do you know Paula?
I actually do. So if you want to pull, and I'll back you up.
Actually, I'm going to hold on one second because I think Paula's on the line from Mentor, Ohio. And I'm curious today to know if there's any messages coming through from my mother. I think it's the same person, right? Let me see. I'm going to pick up the phone. We're going to talk to Paula, coming through from my mom on her 95th and 94th birthday, and would have been today. Just curious if she's not anyone that usually comes forward for me. So I have curiosity if she has something to say. Let's see.
She says Paula, different Paula.
Yeah, hi. Paula, welcome to Spirit Talk. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. You are a different Paula. We were just talking to another Paula, and I thought, I wonder if it's the same Paula. I'm going to answer the phone.
Oh, there's two of us.
There are two of you. The other Paula, we're going to get to you with the card pull in just a minute. So your mom would have celebrated her 95th, 94th. What is it? 94th birthday would have been today. And just curious if she
would have been 94.
She would have been 94 today. Are you picking up on anything? That's right. Are you picking up on anything, Irene? Let me see if I can tune in too.
So I also have experience with Paula. I've done readings for her as well. And Paula, did you so this could be the literal symbolism, or you've been thinking about doing this. I see you taking flowers to the cemetery. Did you recently do that?
No, but I was feeling like I should have done that today, and I didn't.
Okay.
So I'm feeling a little bit like, I
could have acknowledged, and why didn't I? But she doesn't usually come through to me, and for some reason, I almost feel like I block it out a little bit and just think, well, he's not looking for me and wouldn't expect that. So
I don't think that's it.
I changed my mind.
I don't think that's it, Paula. And I'm going to tell you something, because I lost my mom about 1.5 years ago, and I do this work and I don't get her around me either. And I think it's because it's too familiar. You recognize them so much that you can't decipher between what you know and what's coming to you. The only reason I know that what I get is spirit is because I've never heard of it before. And I know everything about my mom. You probably know mostly everything about your mom. So when they come through and you get little messages or you get thoughts about them, when you think of your mom in the middle of the day for no apparent reason, that's probably her, but you don't recognize it as that because she's in your memories. But if I'm sitting here in the middle of the day and I get a message from somebody's mom and I don't know this person, then I know it's from spirit. And that's really the difference. I got to tell you, your mom, was she in a facility, like a nursing facility? Was your mom in a nursing facility towards the end?
She was.
Yeah.
She passed very quickly. Was ill for about 4 months, and then well, she was always ill, but she was especially ill for about 4 months, and then went into a nursing facility briefly, and then 13 days in hospice and was gone.
Was gone. I have to say this to you, though, because I feel like, and I don't know if this is coming from her, if this is just coming from the universe, but I get such a warm, wonderful feeling from her. And I feel like, and the reason I'm asking about the facilities, I feel like there's nurses that even in such a short time really felt a connection to her. You know, I feel like people felt something. You know what I mean? They felt for her. It isn't like some people are terrible patients and they're, you know, they don't connect on that level. I don't feel like that for her. I just feel a lot of love around her and for her, even outside of the family.
Yeah, thank you. Was very quiet and very humble and was not a complainer, you know, and just sort of suffered in silence, but they did all try to make her very comfortable, and she was surrounded by a lot of love.
Surrounded by love. And I want to tell you one more thing. This just came to me. I don't know if you're aware of this, but there were people starting to visit her already before she passed. And I think people may have wondered, is that really happening? Or is it medication? Or is it the lack of food? Or is it, you know, whatever it is, you know, is there a rational explanation for it? And she's telling me, no.
Yep.
I was escorted out in a very good way.
Yeah,
she just knows she's okay, and she's surrounded. She's giving me the goosebumps. Good Lord, I'm all like goosebumply now.
Yeah,
I'm all like goosebumply. She's okay, and just you know, when you think about her, that's your sign. That's your sign.
And she's, you know, she's saying she was smaller. She was smaller, especially as she got older. She's like, I was small but mighty, and you're mighty too. Don't forget that.
She became smaller. She sort of shrunk.
Don't we all? Anyway, thank you for coming on the show today, Paula, and God bless you and your mom today on her birthday. Okay, take care. Thanks for calling.
Thank you. Okay.
All right. Bye-bye now.
Care.
Bye, Paula.
So the two Paulas are friends. Let's go back up the list here and see, because I know we got on the call here. And so, oh yeah, Paula says, there's two of us. We're friends. Okay, different Paula. Let's see. Paula. Here we go. Paula, can you pull a card for me? All right. And I was going to do that. And then I thought I had her on the phone, so I switched. Let's see. And you know
third Paula now. We're gonna be in for it.
I'm telling you. You know this Paula? You know this Paula? And you know the other Paula?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I have a wonderful support system
of
great. People. They've been nothing but gracious, and I love working with them and doing events with them.
Now, are these Paulas, are they mediums as well?
They have their own intuitive abilities. I'm not gonna put the label on them unless they're ready for that label. But they do different types of things, and one like energy work and things like that. I love you too.
Paula, you got the offerings card. This is it right here. Whatever troubles you're having, they're going to become resolved, whether it's financial or otherwise. Things are going to come your way and it's going to turn around a little bit for you. That's really all this card means. Don't stress so much. Don't worry so much. Things are going to be okay. And if you're worried about money or you're worried about how you're going to pay a certain thing, or I don't know, that's what this is all about. Just know things are going to be okay for you. It's all about that.
He's right. The divine is watching out for you. Trust in your connections.
Yep. Great. Let's see. Who else wanted a card? Let's see. I'm going down the list here. Can you get info on someone that's still alive? I don't think ethically we could do that. I mean, there's such a thing as your higher self, which I believe kind of resides up there. But I don't think you can get into people's business. You know what I mean? I don't think you can
have a hard time reading people without their permission. That's just on that. So it depends on what it was and if we had their permission in that way.
You know what? I always say it's like a three-way phone conversation. So it's me, you, and them, right? So it's me, the person that I'm meeting with, the sitter, and then the spirit. And if one of those doesn't show up, it doesn't happen. And I always joke, it's a joke, but it's real. It's like, this is why I don't go home every night and talk to Michael Jackson, because there's no connection. You know what I mean? No one's going to talk to me if they wouldn't have talked to me in life. So
maybe if you were a better dancer, he might talk to you, but I don't know.
You wouldn't like me at all. I have absolutely zero.
Ooh. Am I still live? Can somebody see me? If I'm still live, let me know. Comment in the comment box. I might have to keep going.
Welcome to the Irene show. I'm back. Every once in a while it happens. I
was ready to go for you.
I know. You're good. Oh my God, that's funny. All right, I was going down the list here and see.
That was Michael Jackson.
That was Michael Jackson. He like kicked me out on one of his. He kicked me out and went hee hee. All right, so let's see. Different Paula.
I think I saw
Here
Patty.
we go. Here's Patty now, right? Patty Lombardo. I'd love a card pull or message if possible. Patty, I have to ask you. I know another Lombardo woman. I don't know her well. I just know who she is, and she is a medium. You're not connected to Nancy, are you? Is there a relation or a connection to Nancy Lombardo? I would love a card pull or message if possible for my niece. Let's see. I'm going to do a card pull. I don't know if I'm picking up on anybody right now. I always tell people, like, I love to do this, but it has to like hit me, because when you're running the chat and the phone line and then worrying about getting kicked off, sometimes it's hard to kind of stay connected. You're in and out, you know what I mean?
Understand.
But I'm going to do a card pull, and then we'll see if there's something that we can connect on here.
Patty says she's friends with Nancy, but
friends with Nancy, no relation. Yeah. All right, let's see. Yeah, she's a Facebook friend of mine, and I don't think I've ever met her, but somehow she connected with me. It's a very small group when you get down to it, you know.
Definitely.
All right, let's see. You know, I don't know. This is kind of almost, this is really weird. So you got buried in the earth, right? Buried in the earth. And when I did my notes through the veil, what I said was, it's time to stop sticking your head in the sand and face reality. I'm here to help you, as I was then, as is now. I want to read you the little saying on this card. Stop burying your head in the sand. That's the first word on the divination.
And I have to tell you, when you were doing that intro, I really felt her with it. I don't know if the
Really?
other things line up,
I
but
don't
when you were
know.
talking about that, I felt that.
I don't know. Ignoring problems prevents you from facing reality. Someone from your past offers a helping hand, which is almost like it's so close to what I
Yes.
was saying. Journey within to get to the source of a situation and bury the hatchet. Hidden gifts are unearthed. And I read these because honestly, these are brand new to me. So I'm still kind of like figuring out the cards, but I love them. So whatever it is, Nancy, um, you know, just stop burying your head in the sand. Come around and understand that there's going to be help there. Face it, and I think things will get better. And she said something about her niece too. I don't know. Let me see if I can just kind of tune in real quickly. I don't know if I'm getting anything right this second. I don't know if I'm picking up on your niece or not, or if I'm picking up on somebody else. It could be someone else in the chat. If anybody else, if this means anything, but I feel like I'm getting a woman. I don't know if I'm connected to a school or academia. I don't know that I'm in school. I feel like I'm more in a position in a school, like either a teacher or administration or something like that. I don't feel like a student. It's almost like I'm seeing typing. I feel like I might be looking at an office type thing, but I'm not sure if that means anything with Patty. I'm not getting a full on message. And usually when we make a connection is when it all kind of comes together.
So I don't know what her niece did. She'll probably comment in the chat.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just seeing a woman. She's not a kid, so I don't know how old her niece is.
You're correct. She's a woman. She's a woman.
Is that what she said? She's a woman?
Yes.
Yeah. And I don't know if the school office kind of thing means something to you. I don't know, but I feel like I'm looking at it's either training or a school or something. Let me see if I can just pull a little bit more out of here.
She wrote computer work, but her mother was a secretary.
That's it. I was looking at it felt like I know they don't do this anymore, but it felt like business school, typing school. You know what I mean? Like I get a class full of people typing. That's what it felt like as I was seeing this. Let me just see if I can get a quick little message. I don't know if you can understand this, Patty, if this will resonate with you right now. But I'm asking her to give me something that, so I can know definitively this is her coming through. There seems to be something with her name, and I don't know if it's her name connected to somebody else, like a middle name connected to someone else's first name or vice versa. But I feel like there's a name connection with someone else, like she's named after someone or someone is named after her. She's okay. 100% she's okay. Okay. She's also showing me like bees or wasps. So I don't know what this is, if she's allergic to bees or what it is, but I feel like there's some kind of a bee or a B name, but I feel like it's the B, not the letter B. So I'm just going to leave that with you for now. I don't know that I'm getting a whole lot right now, but I feel like there's something connected. Let's see on that. So yeah, hopefully that'll resonate with you. Let's see. One of my best friends passed away a year ago on May 1st. I'm sure he's okay, but I was just curious if there's a sign to make sure he is. Stacy, that's Stacy, right? Yeah, Stacy. Who's got the tattoo in honor of him? I don't know if you're still here. I feel like he wants to talk about a tattoo, or somebody's getting like a tattoo or something with his name on it or something in honor of him, but it feels like a tattoo to me. He's okay.
I don't know if she's still here, but she did write BRB at 7:43, so she might have stepped away.
Oh, she may have stepped away. All right, so we're going to move on. Let's see. Ginny. Do you know Ginny?
I do know Ginny. I did Stacy. I don't believe I know Stacy personally. Like I've done a reading
I
for
know
her.
Stacy. I do know
Okay.
Stacy. So if you're picking up on anything for her too, feel free. I don't know anything about her friend. You know what I mean? That passed.
Yeah.
But do you want to pull a card for Ginny, or do you want me to pull? We could both pull one if you want.
Let's both do it.
Let's do it.
Jenny, I feel like I'm supposed to tell you this. I know about your shoulders and things like that, but have you not been doing your exercises like you're supposed to? I have a female on the other side, mother's side, grandmother energy telling you need to exercise and stretch your shoulder more.
This seems to be a common theme tonight. Go with the flow. You go with the flow. Watch your words. Watch for your words. It's the same thing we got with Paula. It's the same thing. Watch your words. Watch your words, because words have power and meaning, and it's easy to get trapped in that cycle of, despair and worry. What did you come up with?
This Harry Houdini card often has two meanings for me. And one is putting yourself in a prison of your own making, because he used to lock himself up to escape. So that, kind of let yourself out of what you're locking yourself into.
It's kind of the same thing.
Spread your wings. Yes.
Spread your wings and fly. Yep. Spread your wings. Let's see. Mary Bryan. Do you know Mary?
No, I don't believe so.
If you knew Mary like I knew Mary, oh, what a gal. All right, let's see. We'll both pull one. Let's see what we get.
I saw boats all of a sudden. I had an image of boats. I don't know if boats are connected to you in some way, Mary. If you like to go out on the water, if you live near boats. But for me, it's validation coming from spirit to let you know that they're here. Something about you that I wouldn't know.
Let me see. It's really all about grounding yourself. It's the shaman card. It's really about grounding yourself. Spend time with the earth, outside, around the trees. Take time to ground yourself. Stop and just let it be. Let it be.
And that's where you'll find your inspiration.
Right there. Same thing. Same idea. I don't understand those at all. I still think they're the firefighter's deck from the NYPD. I don't know. I might be wrong. I don't know. All right, let's see. Who else do we have here? Paula says, we love you, Irene.
Love you too, Paula.
Let's see. We are friends. The guys at Hillview called us the Paulas. There you go. Way to go to Hillview.
Yeah.
This is Jay. Here's something I've never asked if you're pulling cards. Oh, could you pull one? Sure. We could.
Sure.
Sure, Jay. Let's do it. Let's see.
Jay, do you have something going on with your blood pressure? I just heard you need to keep an eye on your blood pressure. Are you experiencing a lot of stress, or did you just recently hear about your blood pressure and you need to take care of it?
Okay, it's funny you say that, because before you mentioned his blood pressure, this has nothing to do with blood pressure. I was feeling watch your sugar, watch your sugar, watch your sugar. And it was as we were getting done with the other. So I don't know if there's something going on, Jay. But if you can't eat the cake, send it to me. My sugar's fine. Okay, let's see. Oh my God. How many times? This is a huge deck.
Oh my goodness.
Over and over and over. This is the third time. People. Jay, it's the same thing with you, my friend. It's the same thing. Watch your words. And Jay knows exactly what I'm saying. Just don't Don't let the negativity creep into your life. Be positive. Use the positive words. Change the way you speak, because that's how it will come back to you. It's all about manifestation. It's all about
Also,
manifestation.
Embrace who you are. You don't have to wear a mask to make people like you. Embrace who you are and stand up for what you believe in, because I have a feeling you've had some issues and you need to just use your voice in the way that that we were just talking about. I just lost my train of thought. Interesting. I wonder if there's something, do you ever have something where you do that same thing, where you are having issues?
Are you talking to me, or are you talking to Jay? Are you talking to Jay?
Maybe you, but maybe Jay, if you walk into a room, I mean, I guess this is for everybody. So I guess this is kind of common. This is like that general thing they talk about us. But if you walk into a room and you forget what you're doing, or, you're having maybe some issues with your memory. So something going on, I don't know, but I definitely had a pause there, and that's not normal for when I do a reading.
So now we're going to take a minute for a little word from our sponsor, Prevagen. So that's the stuff that can keep your brain going, right? Let's see. Tom says, you two know me too well to pull cards. Well, I got the glorious weirdo card for you. There it is, my friend. The Archangel of the Paranormal from Connecticut, Thomas Patrick Gormley. Thanks for chiming in today and being here with us. We appreciate it. My little travel buddy. He's not that little, but he's my travel buddy when we've been to Pennsylvania and stuff. He's really not that little. Let's see. Who else do we have here? Ginny, Paula. Scott, you could absolutely do automatic. Oh, that's Nancy. You could do automatic writing, I think. Oh, Chrissy. I'm going to let you pull one for. Do you know Chrissy?
I don't believe so.
Okay, I know Chrissy, and I just saw her a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to let you pull a card for Chrissy. I'll pull one too. I'll pull one for Chrissy too. Whatever the universe wants you to know.
So I'm going to do one more. Give me 1 second. So I'm not sure right off the bat, as I sit, I feel a little bit of worry. So I don't know if you have a lot on your mind in terms of, it almost feels like that multitasking. I have so much to do that I want to sit and not do anything at all. It's that kind of level of stress. So I would maybe, try to find things that help calm you and just, I mean, you definitely also have ability and connection to spirit. I feel like what I'm seeing is maybe you use it in a different way. So I'm not sure if you sit as a medium, or if you do, or thinking about doing like type of energy work or something in that direction, some form of healing. You're almost kind of in this state though, where you're just kind of trying to make this decision on how you want to make your life work, in terms of whether it's, you want to change this job and focus solely on this other work that you love, and you feel like you actually contribute to the world in terms of bringing healing and connection and love, and that it's making you feel this stress and it's making you feel lost. And so what I'm hearing is that just sit, stop the mind from going over and over and over again with all these thoughts of what should I do? Why should I do it? How come I haven't done it yet? Stop beating yourself up and just sit in stillness. And stillness is when the messages will come to you, and you will find your way. You're not lost in the way that you think you are, because you are divinely connected. Let spirit, let God, I call it God, whatever you call source, let God bring that message to you. It is there, and trust in that, and trust in your ability to make things a success.
You are going to love this when I show you what I pulled. I've got the Sea Creatures card for you, Chrissy. basically what it's telling you is just go with the flow. It's gonna be okay. It's
Yeah.
gonna be okay. And there is a divine plan and it's in place for you. And you should immerse yourself in all things that make your heart sing. You're going to be fine. And it's all working out the way it's supposed to. I'll tell you a little bit about Chrissy. I don't know her real well, but she is a medium. And she and I just spent the weekend together last week or the week before. I can't even remember. I'm running out of my days are running out. But we were at the Journey Within Church with a group of mediums for this weekend of intense spirituality and mediumship. And
Wonderful.
and Christy was there, and we had a nice dinner together while we were there and got to talk all about mediumship. So you nailed it. You got it right on. That's awesome.
Well, she's
That's
definitely
awesome.
got a beautiful
She
ability.
does.
And her hands are strong. So if she isn't doing it and considering it, definitely I feel it in my hands.
Absolutely. Hello, my name is Yasmin. 2287. Any message? Well, let's see. Yasmin, I don't know if this is for you. I'm pulling a card, but all of a sudden I'm being made aware of a gentleman that's in spirit. I feel like there's an event around him. This feels like a fundraiser or some kind of an event around golfing. Now, I'm hoping this is connected to you because you're up on my screen. If it means something to someone else, please let me know. But I do feel like there's a man coming through that passed, not very old either. I'm thinking, I'm getting 42. I think I'm in that range of the 40s. I think there's children and there's some kind of a golf thing going on. So I may or may not be with you, Yasmin, but I felt like I was getting that as I got on the call with you. And obviously, you know what, when we do these, she texted so long ago that I don't even know if she's still here. So let's see. But I'm going to give you the card anyway. So if you come back and read this, you'll be able to.
I definitely do feel for you too. What you're getting maybe is on her father's side.
You're understanding something similar, right? Yeah. Yeah.
I'm seeing sneakers as well. So not sure if it's related to her or the other person or the event that you're talking about, but I see sneakers, which could be running, could be fitness.
Yeah. And what I'm getting here is this card here. And it's all about, you have a thing with animals. You have a thing with animals, Yasmin, and you should do something with animals. Consider working with animals and spending time with animals and bringing them into your home because that's a comfort space for you. So I hope you can resonate with this and also with what Irene said. I don't know that you're still in the chat, so we're going to leave it there, but thank you for that. Let's see. Patty says she's working with a craft right now. It has bees on it.
Oh, you mentioned it earlier.
That was with Patty, right? See, I don't even remember now.
That was it.
Well, ain't that the bee's knees? Let's see. Let's go down a little bit. Oh, and Stacy said, okay, here it is. This is, so we're all like coming back now. Stacy said she was going to get a tattoo to honor her. That's it, Stacy. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Beautiful.
Let's see. And this is Yasmin again. And you mentioned about work. Please, I'll change to another enterprise. Will it be this year? I think that message that I said, something about animals. I don't know if it's working with animals or something. I don't know. But I got that about you. I feel like there's a very strong connection with animals. I have a lot going on. Okay. She says she has a lot going on with his blood pressure. That's interesting. Thank you, Jay. Let's see. You are still very silly. Yeah, the dad jokes. Nothing's changed.
Love dad jokes.
Yeah. Let's see. Thank you, guys. You were right on. Thank you, Jay. So good to see you. Let's see. Christy says, yes, 100%. All of it. I always beat myself up. And you shouldn't because I've seen you and you're good. So, yeah, you're good. Yep. Thank you, Scott. Love it. You're both awesome. Yes, it was an intense weekend. It was a wonderful weekend, though. I just love. But enjoyed your company. And yes, energy healing interests me. And Yasmin keeps saying she keeps saying anything about work. I don't know if I'm getting anything specifically about work with her. Did you pull a card for Yasmin? I got something about dogs, and she should be, or not dogs, but animals in general. There's a connection to animals, and she should be working with animals. But I don't know that
it feels like animals is maybe even a therapeutic thing. So maybe there is something about a type of therapy, or if she's interested in going into some kind of social work or finding a way to incorporate animals into her life and into her business. But I don't feel like it's going to happen. I'm not one for predicting the future, because anybody makes choices that can change their future in an instant.
Absolutely.
So I can't tell you for sure, but if I'm hearing patience and study. So I don't know if you're looking to go back to study something, but I hear patience and study.
And I'm seeing, okay, it's funny you say that, because I was also seeing, I don't know if it was, I was getting more like training. So study training, but I don't see it full time. I see it kind of like we're taking baby steps with it. Like we're still here doing whatever it is we're doing. And then there's a shiny new thing over here that we're going to learn and train. So keep that in mind. I think that's I can't, like you say, you know, people have free will.
Yes.
You know, am I going to marry my boyfriend? Well, if you have to ask me, then probably not. You know what I mean? I don't have that. I don't have that, you know.
You could be sitting across from us with full intention that this is what I tell everybody, that you're going to walk out the door and turn left and face your future. But then when you leave the table and you go to the door, you decide to turn right, and you've just changed the whole dynamic of the energy that we had sitting together. It might not happen. It might still happen, but not now in the way that you think or in the way we discussed. Anything can happen. It can happen exactly, or you can change it based on your free will.
One last thing. Pat, yes. Pat is my friend from our time she lived in Winchendon. I didn't live in Winchendon. That's home of the Murdoch Whitney house. But they were such good friends to me, she and her husband and her daughter. And they moved, and now I think they're in Virginia now. But I'm so glad she still follows up and keeps in touch. It's so good to see you. And I think we're going to leave it there tonight, because we've gone on an hour and 7 minutes. This is wonderful. Had such a nice group. I appreciate all of you for being here.
I do.
And yeah. And now, you know, in honor of you, I'm going to sing Goodnight, Irene. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But I will ask you just to hang on. Excuse me. Hang on till the hang on till the end of the show. And I'm going to come back and we'll just chat for a minute. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate all of you, and see you next week right here on Spirit Talk Live.
Thank you for joining us today for Spirit Talk Live with Scott Allan. Please remember to subscribe to Spirit Talk Live on YouTube and share on all your social media channels.